Stadium in Iowa City. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. The long off-season has finally and mercifully come to an end, and we're ready to open a new campaign. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hawkeyes offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. A recruit this coaching staff really was much higher on than a lot of the services, and man, did that pay off as he won the job to start the season. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start...
Might have a chance. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second. So they really...
And he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early, and against zone coverage, because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
Here's the give to Malton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Get it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They put the first points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Right back to the well. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And how about stubbornness being rewarded for this offense? Like, they gave it to him, and sometimes that will deter people when you hand it to him and he doesn't get a good gain. But, nah, stick right to it. Give him the ball again. Nice job getting the play. Nice job by this offense staying stubborn with the running game.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs. Like,
could be an alley. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth, and they already got them back on their heels.
Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stopped for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They want to run it left here. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country, and his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job gang tackling as this game goes on.
Handoff for Malton. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Quarterback extends the play. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Trying the left side. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. He's an open. There's some room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. He now has 84 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Here's the handoff. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side now. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Makes the grab. And he's got a touchdown. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. Here's the give to Malton. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's a little room there. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously...
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Iowa spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offensive line needs to clean it up. Sack on second down, and now it's 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure coming. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Well, they try to dial up the screen pass on first down, seeing if they can catch the defense rushing upfield. But they stayed home, they had their eyes on the football, and they create a negative play.
It's complete on the right side. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Leaves it with the back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Picks up the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls. And it's the Gators looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, checking in with the visiting head coach at the half. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's a heat. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grant behind the line. It's Moulton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They'll go with Walton. Maybe some room here. The 20. He's at the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
Man, how nice is it to be down And you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
They go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
There he goes. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. They'll test the right side. Got a little grass. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes. Like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
And he'll take it in for a touchdown. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Number 47 set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Kamari again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Malton. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great...
Going long. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Shakes off the defender.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Sets up the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll play it safe and try for 3. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Diaz. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. Short gain on the play before he slides. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on first and 10. Wants to throw it again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. The Hawkeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They feed him again. There's a crease. He'll be dragged down, but not before. He's put the finishing touches on a win for his team. Now the Hawkeyes will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.